everyone. Oy. Had a drink of soda and air bubble was in my throat. My name is Tongsly. Welcome back to another video or episode of Persona 5 Strikers. I am sorry, I'm all tongue twisted. So in the last episode, we have faced and defeated the mayor and freed her heart. She is now back to her former self once more, and she has decided to take full responsibility for all of her actions and even assist the police in more investigations on everything that has befallen and happened since that incident on the Snow Festival. And now we are being given a call from Zenkichi himself to see if maybe he has intel on us on if we finally stopped the shadow problem or if he's found another trace. So let's answer the call.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference?
Yes, we did.
Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Hyodo in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too, so I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
I'm sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold. But after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect this city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling.
But because of your caution towards corruption, it drove you to believe almost everyone around you was to be at fault, or that you were suspicious of, and it drove you to be very pushy, especially to all your employees due to the incident.
Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself. And I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
So that's it. When she said she was doing it for her, she was doing it for the girl that lost her life from the statue incident. That makes more sense. At first I thought there was an extra person that we have yet to, determine who also had a part in everything that happened. Or maybe it was the mother she was talking about, but it's the girl herself.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, come on. I just got over the whole, tearful, scenes that happened in Disgaea 7. I don't want tears happening in this.
Oh, Haru-chan!
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in. I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes, I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
Gaunt woman.
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
Is that the girl's mother?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing. Carl. Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
So it is the mother.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
We have no say in it, though. Even though Haru knows her, we don't have a say because we weren't, like, involved.
Hold that thought a moment.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
What?
I'm confused also. What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
But you also sounded like you were angry and hated her.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san. I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying. But it also feels warm and kind.
That's happiness you're feeling.
How would you describe this?
Yeah, this is happiness.
I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo to transform sadness into happiness. Recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
Yep, it was.
You know, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
Your face doesn't look like it's happy.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey, that was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
She's all embarrassed.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
I'll admit, when they jumped, I jumped in my head actually a little bit because I wasn't expecting her to yell that in that scene either.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good, Haru.
It really was touching.
Yay, bonds! Ooh, almost 28. 8:13 at night. Meow to you too, Morgana. Well, we solved the problem in Sapporo. The question now is, what comes next? It doesn't seem like we'll be making much progress until Zenkichi gets back. Should we do some sightseeing while we wait? Though it is kind of late, I guess. At this hour, I would recommend the Ferris Wheel over in Suzushino. good idea. You should go invite someone to come along. Invite someone to come along. Who are we gonna pick for the Ferris Wheel? Oh, who to pick? Who to pick? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do Haru. Because this was with her. She was the one who led the charge on this. We're gonna go with Haru. I heard Mari-san's questioning about going to take a bit longer. Are you gonna ride the Ferris wheel with Haru? Let's do it. A Ferris wheel? Of course, I'd love to. Nice.
Wow.
Look at this view. It's somewhat strange riding a Ferris wheel in the middle of a city like this. I have an itch on my back. Hold on. Oh, I can hit it. I can still hit the key. Well. Itchy. Oh, my arm. I was bending my arm in an angle that hurt a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything, including saving Mari-san, Buttercoon. I like hearing that, Buttercoon. She's so important to me, so I had to thank you for what you did. You can treat me to some coffee. It's going to be rough for her. No, it's thanks to you, Haru. Yeah, it's thanks to you for helping her. How sweet. You really haven't changed at all. Say, did you know this Ferris wheel's mostly comprised of red gondolas, but there is a single yellow one? Apparently, if you manage to get that one, they say you'll meet your true love. Isn't that romantic? Is what's gonna happen what I think's gonna happen?
Huh?
What color gondola did we get on? I think we're in the yellow one. Pucker up. Yeah, I think it was yellow because it looks like it's yellow on the inside, so I'm gonna guess yellow.
Really?
Wait, really? Oh, it's not like I was hoping the saying's true or anything, though. I just meant you invited me to meet you here, so, we'll check next time. Really? Then it's a date. We'll be back someday.
I'm so glad.
I'm already looking forward to it. We enjoyed the Sapporo evening view together. Hey!
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
So just like the others, it's the same info. Yep, back to square one.
Come on, don't give me that look. Here, I at least got her smartphone.
Now that's what I want to see.
After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
I mean, it would kind of make sense if it was a mastermind because someone has to be leading to send this stuff.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice. All three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, They're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
Well, I mean, someone has to be purposely sending it out to these innocent people to end up spreading such things to happen. But for what and why, I don't know.
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
So then the jails are not in their creation, they're just giving them a push by making the jail in an image to kind of like shape their heart and guide them down that path that they want them to go down.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
To keep the monarch confined?
Right. I think so too.
Oh. I'm hoping I'm guessing that right.
What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
I mean, that could make sense of why it looks like a bird cage, and of course, the monarch themselves is in that said cage.
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
I mean, they are in charge, but they don't realize that they're trapped in a cage themselves.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose.
And because the person making those cages made those worlds for them and manipulating them down the path that they want those innocent people to go down, they believe they're in charge, that they don't have to leave. They don't know they're even in a cage. They just know that they're in their own temples of their making, but it's not a real temple or palace like Morgana's saying. It's just some great grand building in their honor. And as long as the shadows serve them, they believe they don't have to leave. And they do this to make sure they don't have to leave. I think I'm starting to understand it a little bit.
They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
Yep.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
I mean, part of me would think it'd be that woman who works with Emma, but it's also like she's trying to help us with it, but she could also be falsely looking innocent just to keep us off our trail or something like that.
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Well, I mean, they would no doubt have to have a, like, a permit or... I forgot what that sort of paper's called. There's like a paper that, like, some of you in some of you viewers will probably know this. I forget some of this stuff. There's like a paper that some people can get, especially for police officers, that allows them to like actually do something like that. So I don't think he'd be able to easily get something, especially without any evidence on his end. I think it's a warrant. I think that's what it's called. I'll check and I'll let myself know if I'm right or wrong in the edit. It'll pop up right here. Okay, there's your answer.
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
Okay, well, he said the answer also, so that edit is not leaving. Okay, make it go away. Thank you.
You have a call from Ichinose.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know.
Okay.
So, I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting.
How so?
It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice.
Yeah, why Okinawa?
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more. And I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public, and when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that?
So it's possible where this research lab is maybe where this person is that's performing all these actions, or maybe even an outpost of these actions.
So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
I mean, you definitely got us info. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, keep it up.
You just leave it to me. I've become rather fond of investigating, actually. Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
Okay.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Okinawa?
Yep, it looks like we're going to an island, though knowing that it's a research facility on an island, how are we gonna make an excuse of us popping onto an island where a research lab is for a company? Oh, hey, we're just here for the scenery, you know. They didn't say we can go here for vacation, but we decided to come here anyway. Like, how are we gonna get in? How are we gonna be even able to go onto that island?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues?
juicy pineapples?
Let me guess. You're all thinking a summer vacation?
Shinsuko cookies?
I don't know what those are. But I'm actually gonna look those up. And who knows, maybe I can find a recipe. Sugarcane or Okinawa soba? I don't know what specifically sugarcane has to do, but I guess the soba?
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going. But Kukujima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Great. Funny enough, actually, for everyone to know, I actually did go by plane one time. I went on plane when I was visiting my aunt and uncle some time ago before my uncle's passing. Like, this was like, I believe a year or two ago before my uncle's passing. Sometime before. No, he passed after, of course, but this is sometime before he passed away. I'm confusing myself. Anywho, I was on a plane flight to Nevada. I actually got to see Las Vegas.
Wait, what about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
The Feathermobile?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a sec.
Is that coincidence ringing on the phone?
Hey, what's up? Yeah. Of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
Trouble with home with the wife? Or kid?
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
The hell happened?
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
Why have I heard that name before, Kyoto? I believe that, like, I'm sure, like, all these places they're going to is also based off of, like, real places. Probably not the island thing, but I think Kyoto is... I feel like I've heard that before. Yeah, tell us why Kyoto. What's happening? Who hanged up on your phone? Was it your wife or daughter or son? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry, I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Are we actually gonna have this guy tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just, I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Not exactly picture perfect.
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
So sudden?
It
we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
So that's literally pretty much a whole day. That's 3 hours shy of a whole day.
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
And let me guess, because you're an officer of the law, you're probably also going to put some form of siren on the vehicle so that you can just go straight through, right?
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
I mean, Yusuke wants to go.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
Alright, well, I guess in the next video, we are going to head to Kyoto. Well, guess we'll see what happens there. I have a weird suspicion that something's gonna happen at Kyoto, and then the next stop before we actually go to that island. I have a feeling. I could be wrong, though. I just find it odd that we're going literally to Kyoto all of a sudden. But I guess we'll find out in the next episode. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you guys can stay notified of the content that uploads onto the channel. Help support it, blah, blah, blah. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. I'm sorry, tongue-tying just made me go all over the place. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.